What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. We're going to do a short one today. So basically, when we got this car, if you don't already know, we did get this from auction fairly cheap. It was a stolen and recovered car. It didn't come with keys, and the ignition barrel was absolutely hammered and ripped apart. So we had to get a new ignition lock set to suit the car. We had that all installed, and obviously because we've got a different ignition key, we needed door locks as well. So we had the door locks matching that new set. The only thing is, the original key that came with the car had like the a little button on it to unlock and lock the doors. The new lock set didn't have that. It was just a plain boring key. Let me grab. So this is the new key that came with it, and that obviously goes in and unlocks the ignition and unlocks the doors, but we don't have that button. So after a little bit of research, I found a guy who's selling genuine replacement keys with the buttons, so you can unlock and lock your car, your R34. I think he has them for V35, 350Z, S15s, S14s, all these different cars. And he was by far the cheapest option that I could find for this key. And it just so happened when I was looking at that, eBay also had a discount offer on, and also I've got like eBay Plus as well. Long story short, we got one. It's arrived and we are ready to install it. Ollie, do you want to see what's in this little packet? Also, guys, messing around with our designs for our little clothing collection there. This is one of the designs we've been messing with. So Slytech is the brand, and some of the designs, that's one of the design, R34 in the back there, sort of the pink blossom. Tell me down in the comments below if you think you like that. So we got a key. Let's open that up. So this is like your original normal key that the car would have come with when they bought it new. Get that out. There you go. So you got your unlock and lock buttons, and these do come as a blank key, so that has not been cut yet. Same style key as the other one we have. So there's two different types for the R34. There's, I think, a brown button and a blue button. So just make sure that you have the right one. I'll put a link below to the guy who I got the key from. Definitely the cheapest, best option. We've got instructions as well. So we'll go through these in just a sec. We've got a battery for the key as well, so we've got to chuck that in. It's a pretty extensive instruction list, so hopefully we can nail this on the first pop. I doubt we're going to get it first go, but we'll give it a good go. There's like a series of things you need to do to get the car into a new key programming mode. So we're just going to go over that real quickly, nothing too in depth, but we're going to try and hit all of those little sequences in order. It's pretty elaborate, so I'll go through it with you in a sec, but you've got to do all these things consecutively within a certain amount of time to put the car into programming mode. Then you push the button on the remote, then the remote learns to the car, and then your car now unlocks and locks with that. So we'll go through that. We'll get that battery in the key, and then we'll hop in the car. I'll probably move the car out the front so it's got a bit more light so we can see inside the car as well. And we'll go put the car into programming mode and see if we can get that key to unlock and lock the door. As silly as it sounds, it's kind of annoying having to put the key in and unlock the car. So it'd be nice to just be able to walk away from the car and push a button and lock it. We are also going to be heading out to a really cool cruise tonight, which is Octane Oz. It's meant to be a really, really massive cruise, so pretty keen to take you along. But let's get this key done and started first. Let's get this little battery out and into the new key, and I reckon that goes in there, and then I reckon it goes in like that. Perfect. All right, ready to go. So we got that new key ready, battery's in, ready to go. We got our old key. There's a series of events or things that we need to do to get the car into programming mode, so I'll quickly go through it. I'm going to read straight off the paper, then we'll try and act them out and see if we can get that first hit. So we're going to sit in the driver's seat and close all the doors, lock all the doors using the driver's side button. So we're going to lock all the doors with that. Then we've got to get the car into programming mode. So we've got to insert the original key into the ignition barrel, remove it from the ignition barrel 6 times or more within 8 seconds. So we just keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. If you remove it too fast, obviously it won't enter programming mode. The doors will unlock, the hazard lamps will flash depending on your model, and if you followed the procedure correctly, you will now be in programming mode. So let's do that first thing. Next step, once we're into programming mode, is we want to put the key in the ignition barrel. We want to go all the way to accessories without starting the car, and then we want to lock the driver's door. Now that we've done all that, pretty quickly, obviously you want to do them consecutively and really close together without the big brakes. We want to get the key into programming with the car. So within 5 seconds of doing those last steps, we want to push any button on the remote control and the door should unlock, or the hazard lamps will flash depending on what model you got. Now we need to remove the key from the ignition, open the driver's door, and it's all done. So if that worked all good, we should be able to jump out and give that a crack and unlock and lock the car with the new key. I guess the most important thing to remember if you're going down this route is try and program your key to the car first before getting it cut, because that is a blank key. And obviously if you get that cut and then you can't program it to your car for some reason, you've just wasted all your money. So try and program it first. If it doesn't work, you can yeet it or send it back or do whatever you need to do. Get the right key, get it cut second. Program first, cut second. Thank you as always for watching, guys. Really appreciate you guys commenting and watching all the videos that we make. It really makes puts a big smile on our face, basically. Makes a big difference to the whole build and what Ollie and I do together. Really happy to have that new key for the car. It just sort of makes the car feel more complete and whole and not as much in bits or pieces, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know. We should have a heap of parts arriving over the next week or two, fingers crossed. We've got a ton of stuff coming from Just Jap. We've also got the body kit that we ordered a couple of weeks ago, which is pretty much being finished made as far as I'm aware. So we should be organising that to get transported back over to South Australia from New South Wales, from the guys at JSAI. So we're getting real close to kit and paint. The next big thing is going to be that air suspension as well, but we do need to do some tie rods and a few other little bits and pieces, including those rack bushes, which I've been putting off like the plague. So we'll get that sorted in the next couple of weeks, guys. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Cheers.